Adam, before changes, can you talk us through the thinking? I suppose we'll start maybe with the ruck, Tom Hickey coming in.
Yeah, look, we just thought Oscar's probably a little bit out of his depth in terms of the differential just in size. So trying to keep him in the side because Oscar's a good young player, but we thought we'd go with Hickey and try and get some more hit outs to advantage and give our mid some first look.
Where's Nick at with the game percentage? Because we've seen some teams have goal standards that come off for a single minute, but obviously Nick can't do that.
Yeah.
Can you slowly start to ramp a couple of high percentage so you don't need that second ruck all the time?
We can. I think he's played reasonable minutes on the weekend. So look, he's never going to play every minute of every game. So he'll the longer the season goes, the more minutes he'll play. So the longer he plays on ground, maybe the less impact he can have in terms of his intensity. So we're just got to get that balance right.
Jermaine Jones comes in for his first game of the Eagles. What's impressed you since his first come to the club to get this opportunity?
Yeah, it's his second opportunity. He was from Geelong, played 7 or 8 games there, and he was at the SSP, last pick of the draft for us. So I think he's got number 47, which is pretty high. He's living with Tim, and they're very good friends. And he's done it the hard way. So he'll bring hopefully a bit of toughness in the front half. He's got good speed, and he can put a bit of pressure on as well. So I think that makes it 5 Indigenous boys in our side, which is great for Lewis Stetter's 200th, along with Jack Darling's. They're really proud of our Indigenous heritage, and playing so many boys is it's a privilege.
Just on that, Liam Ryan's Instagram and social media has been attacked again by another face of troll. Yeah, give us some thoughts.
Well, it's just disappointing. I mean, all we can do is educate people, and there's not much you can do about it other than if you see something, say something, and educate as best you can.
With Liam, he's a fairly quiet guy for us. We don't really talk to him much, but how will he handle something like that?
Oh, it's not the first time, but it doesn't make it any easier. So, yeah, look, our boys handle this quite often. So unfortunately, it's not rare.
It's a shame at this time when Black Lives Matter, everyone's taking that, everyone's showing solidarity. Is that sort of the 1%, or not even 1%, does something like this?
It's the second time this week, I'm assuming, and so all we can do is educate and express our disappointment.
How's his partner in the shoes here as well?
I'm not sure. I haven't checked in, but
is there something more that can be done? We talk about all this is happening at the moment, and from an AFL point of view, from a social media point of view, is there something that you'd like to see in terms of it's not supposed to happen?
No. I think everyone's angry and annoyed, but like I said, I think the best thing we can do is educate people about how it impacts their lives and their families, and we're really, really proud to have the heritage of what we do at our club, and having 5 players play on the weekend. It's really good for us, and we can represent ourselves the best way we can on field, but off field we just got to keep educating people.
Luke made a pretty powerful statement as well on Twitter through the club, talking about the support from around the boys.
We've got his back. I mean, we're a very tight group, and we've got his back.
You mentioned Lewis Jetta, 200 games. He's a special player, quite unique in terms of the way he's breaking game on a busy.
He is. We get a little highlights package every time we have a milestone game, and his was pretty good. And what I did notice is in big games, in big moments, he's part of the play. I think, a final a few years ago, last round to make finals, we needed to win by 20-odd points, and he kicked the final goal on that one. 18 final series towards the end of that game. So he's had some big moments in his career, and really proud of the fact he's got to 200 games.
And JD as well, 200 games for him too. So.
Yeah, JD's got there pretty quick. Him and Gaffey, 2010 draft, I think. So pretty much went straight into the senior side and hasn't looked back. So he's gone through his ups and downs in his career, but I don't think he's left the side, and he's now in our leadership group and one of our most consistent players.
Can you talk a bit more about Jermaine? He's a phenomenal story with the way his family sort of happened and fostering and delisted, and
I'm not sure how much detail I need to go into with his past.
As a person, because he's such how have you seen him as a
Well, we've only known each other for a few months. So it was like this after Christmas that he started training. So he's got confidence, he's got energy, he's a Mozzie. So we need that. We need that energy. So from a football term, without Willie and Venables, we're sort of still looking for a permanent spot in that forward line. So he's got his opportunity. He's done it the hard way, and now the ball's in his court. So we're looking forward to him playing.
He probably wasn't someone that everyone thought, you bring him in to have a look at when you brought him in. Most people think, you might go local or something like that. What was about him that made you go, come over, trial with us this out?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I can't remember. I think Darren Glass, a list manager, might have got him over for a look. I think we're looking for a small high half forward. So we had 3 or 4 players, sort of try out for that position, and he was the best one.
Willie Noel clearly missing Willie a lot, particularly in these conditions. It almost been perfect for him up here. Is that part of what you're looking for, which you may not see? He's not the same player, but you're missing that kind of follow to ground spot.
It's hard to replace Willie, and Venables was tracking really well in his young career. So Venables is here at the moment. He's part of the support crew. So yeah, look, that's missing, but that's self-inflicted as well with Willie. So we're dealing with that, and opportunity for JJ, and we'll see how he goes.
How is Venables going to training at the back?
It's good, yeah, good spirits. He's come up to support the boys. He's a team man, and I think he's 21. So he's got his whole life in front of him, but it's good that he's here.
From a football perspective, he's been brought out for this year already.
Yep.
What about his future? Does he have one in football?
We don't know. Yeah, we'll keep working through how he feels, week to week. So we'll get through this season, take a deep breath, and see how we are at the end of the year.
We'll go up there to test it all. How did he go?
He trained today, so he got through training today. We'll see how he pulls up tomorrow, but we think he's going to be fine.
What does that bring back in his life?
Well, he's our vice captain, so obviously his leadership and presence. So that's pretty obvious what he brings back to our team. We missed him last week. It was disappointing he went out of the side the way he did, but it'd be good to have him back.
Collingwood and Geelong on their way to Perth. Would you guys go back as well? It's a pretty big coup for the state.
Yeah. I mean, everyone's doing their bit. So, getting all that right for them when they come over, and they'll be doing their little time in a hub. And we've actually, apart from the games, it's actually been quite a good experience. We haven't performed the way we wanted to, and obviously dealing with return dates was something we went through last week. But the environment here's been a good one. We just haven't delivered on field, so that's our challenge this week.
Have you seen a lift amongst the players and the staff now that you've got that pressure off about going home and stuff? Is the mood just lightened a little bit?
Maybe. It's been, most weeks have been pretty good on the track and within the environment. The guys get along, so maybe they're a little bit more settled with their families, but I haven't noticed too much of a difference. They're in pretty good spirits.
We had a chat about the on-field stuff being, we've just got to find a way to fix this really quick.
Well, yeah, look, it's round 3, so disappointing. I thought we had a crack last week. We weren't good enough against the top 4 side. We couldn't sustain our effort for long enough, and we were disappointed against Gold Coast. But time will tell what they're like here at home. So, yeah, we're disappointed. We've got higher expectations, but we also know that there's a long game in play as well. We need to get going pretty quick. At Port Adelaide are probably the informed team of the competition, and we know what's in front of us. It's a massive challenge this weekend. They've actually played here 3 out of 4 games, so it's almost like a home game for them. Everyone's
obviously under the same rules. You're trying to fix your contested pack, and you know how to touch each other at training.
It's been a challenge.
Yeah, what have you done to try to focus, practice, all that sort of stuff?
Look, every club's in the same boat. Everyone's got something they need to work on. So I think we couldn't contact each other during training on Wednesday, but we get a chance at the end of training to spend some time in our groups of 8. So we had to organise that. It's just, you got to be organised. So we main train. We didn't touch each other main training, and then we split off in our groups. Sent a couple of groups back to the hotel, and they had a crack at each other under the lights out in the oval at the back there. So yeah, we're well prepped. We're ready to go, and can't wait to play.